And welcome back, my darling Diamonds in the Rough. I am your favorite talking stone, and today we are evil. That's right. You read the stream title. It's my Minivan villain arc. Whoa. What? What? What the heck is going? What? I'm sorry. I'm getting some weird feedback. Wow, that's really strange. This is the first time I'm hearing back my own sound. And wait, let me hear it. I'm getting some weird feedback. Wow, sorry. I'm getting some weird feedback. Wait, give me a second. Okay, so that is very strange, and I'm gonna have to find a way because I was not dealing with that beforehand. So yikes. Definitely. Oh no, I figured out why. That's me being silly. I forgot to close some stuff. I forgot to close stuff, so I was just playing it back. That's why. That is why. I'm so sorry about that. But hello, welcome everyone. Welcome. We are absolutely having just a ball. Just having a ball. Right, I am going to make sure I have set up chat on both YouTube and Twitch because I can do that today. I can do that today. So, give me one moment to actually pull up Twitch. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, bang back to... There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, I think I have everything up. I think it is. Therefore, or ergo, argo, whatever you want to say, we are popping off. Yes, we are feeling quite villainous, quite evil, quite amazing right now. Let us continue with our... Whoa, do I have it up? I do have it up. Lovely. So we can hop right on in to our learning kana. And this might be a bit of a... Wait. Okay, good. It did load. I forgot to fix this. There we go. That's good enough. Right as rain. Let me just make sure it's good on the YouTube side. Yeah, it's good enough at the very least. And good enough is what matters, I'd say. I'd hope. I don't know. But I think we can begin. Ooh, I hurt my ankle. I don't know how. I was just getting ready for stream and I walked to get some water and it was like, felt that jolt of pain. That's not why I'm starting my villain arc today though. No. The reason is simple. I have a confession to make. I am someone who really likes minivans. I don't know why. Don't expect me to explain it because I don't know. However, I am a big fan of minivans. I just think they're really cool cars. I think they're great for families. I think they are great for space. I just think they're great. I like them more than SUVs. I like them more than trucks, pickup trucks. I like them more than vans. I just think they're an incredible use. Right? And I think, I'm going to say it. They're sexy. Minivans are sexy. They're great cars. Love them. Respect them. And apparently that's like a minority opinion. Apparently, that's not the most well-regarded opinion in the world. A lot of people don't like minivans. The minivan trend is dying out, too. That's a different part of the story. But the story, what really ticked me off, what really peeved me, was the fact that I read an article today. An article that made me a little bit teensy-weensy upset. Okay? I don't want to be like crass or anything, but it made me just a teensy bit upset. And it was an article talking about the dying breed that was minivans. Which, oof. First knife in the heart. But in this article, it talks about how great they are, how amazing they are, how they're so fuel efficient in comparative options, how they're perfect for carrying a large group of people, and then cargo and X, Y, and Z, how they're blah, 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 and they're affordable. And normally that would be a good thing. However, this article, oh my, went out of its way at every moment to say, but minivans suck. Minivans are awful. They remind you of feeling trapped when cars are about freedom. It burdens you with the trappedness of family and whatnot. And all millennials or whatever experience being stuck in the back of a minivan, and that's why they don't like it. Blah blah blah. Ooh, that really grinds my gears, Chad. That grinds my gears. Because in this article, it's just listing off X, Y, and Z of why minivans are great. But it doesn't give credit to minivans for being greater than that. It's just like, yeah, they're great, but they're dying breed, and they suck, and L plus ratio. But no, I want revenge for the minivans. I love the minivans. I really do love the minivans. And I know sales are down for minivans. I know that. I understand that. I get sad about that. But, I am just absolutely peeved by this revelation. Not this revelation, but also this large spread discontent for minivans. I don't understand it, and I am quite the aggravated little Abby in regards to it. I am quite the not so happy Henry. I am the mad Michael. I am the angry... I already said angry Abby. What did I say? Ash? I don't even remember. I am the... I don't know what word starts with B that means... upset. But I am the crazed Kathy with a C. I am the... demise Derek. I am... And that's my villain origin story today. The death of the minivan is my villain origin story. Oh, they will rue the day. They will rue the day they decided to take my minivans away. Because X amount of years from now, when I have a family of my own, and I had 2 cars, a subcompact car for just daily local travel, and then a minivan for family travel. That's the future I want. That's the future I'm hoping for. But, ooh, the current times are trying to take that away. They're trying to take my future minivan, and I will not stand for it. I am aggravated. I am peeved. I am upsetty spaghetti. And my ankle hurts. I don't know why I said my ankle hurts. I'm trying to stretch and roll it a little bit before I started streaming like that. I mean, as I was getting PNG Tuber up, because I forgot to get PNG. Oh, that's a nice little click. And my nice little click. I'm not sure if my ankle should be making these noises. Or feeling, oh, that hurts. Should I have stretched instead? What's the issue? Why is my ankle hurt? I don't know. Maybe I put too much weight on it. I don't know. It's my right ankle, and I'm peeved. I'm peeved off, chat. I am peeved. I am upset. I am not in the right state of mind, and it's all because they're trying to steal my minivan, my future minivan, my future self's minivan. They're trying to take it away from him. Well, it feels nice to get that off my chest. I really do like minivans. I can't be the only one who likes minivans. I can't be the only one. I get it. Their design isn't traditionally sexy for a car, but they have the hatchback, they have the sliding doors, and they have that 2 seats in the front that gives just enough space for family, and then the back row is super easily accessible. They're just really well designed cars, in my opinion. I'm not a big car guy, but they are just incredibly well designed for cars. And I like that. I think they're cool. I just think they're cool. That's the end all be all. I just think they are cool. I wasn't sure if that was not or not, but it is. All right. I need to moisturize again today. I moisturized this morning, but I don't know. I'm trying to take my my not healthcare, but like skincare routine better and my appearance better because I'm a villain now. Villains have to look sexy. Villains have to be conventionally attractive. And while I am conventionally attractive, I need to put more effort into it. You know, I actually have to go to a quote from one of my Oshis, one of my favorite content creators of all time, Machina X Fleon, who said, and I won't use verbatim words because I'll use a little bit of a rough abbreviation, but one of my Oshis, Machina X Fleon, once said that you should strive to be the most sexable person in the grocery store. You should strive to always be the lust of others in public spaces. Well, that's a very bad way of phrasing it. But it's a point. I want to be styling 24/7, 365. I want to be popping off left, right, and center. I want to be absolutely amazingly. I want to be dressed to the nines. I want to be dressed to the tens. And to do that, I need to not go to the grocery store after I exercise. I need to put more step in it. Well, I haven't been outside in a while. Well, I've been grocery shopping. I've done daily life tasks, but I haven't been like done something where it's just like for me, like a day out for myself. Like I used to do that. I used to take a lot of walks on like bridges, around lakes, in malls. I don't do that often. I should do that again. I need to pick that up. It was a really fun hobby of mine just to go somewhere and walk around with no plan, no intention of spending money, no intention of really doing anything. Just walk around. I think the last time I did that was when I went to a state park on a whim. I went to a state park, I walked around, and I made a mistake by walking too long. That's a different story. I actually have footage of that and photos of that. I was planning on making that, or I still might be planning on making that into an actual video. I think I might want to. I had the path written down, I believe. Might take some time, but I think I can do it. Not that I will, but I can. But yeah, that's something to think about. But that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say is that was fun, even though I made a wrong turn and was severely dehydrated and was in incredible pain. In spite of all of that, it was incredibly fun. It was incredibly fun just to walk around aimlessly with no plan. And I want to do that again. I want to get back, get back into it. Just walking around for fun. I used to walk a lot. And it really is fun. And you'll see so many nice and different places. Or maybe the same place you'll go around. Oh yes, by this lake near me. It's a pretty big lake. It's like over 3 miles around. But there's like actually this like little nature walk that I didn't see before. Well, granted, this was like a year ago when I went on this nature walk. This nature trail. I didn't see it before. Though I've been to that lake probably 100, maybe more times. I didn't see that the nature walk until that point. And one day I just decided to walk it. And oh my, it's beautiful. It is really beautiful. It's a bit of a marshier nature walk. It's not like what you'd see like in other things, but yeah, go through there, you'll see a bunch of like more marshier things and wildlife and things that say, what is it called? Not things that say, but there's a word I'm looking for. Plaques stating what X piece of nature is. Like, this is a cool plant. This is a swan, a duck, a box turtle, whatever. And it's really nice. It's really fun. And I like it. I like those little things. They also had at that one little binoculars to see across the lake, the ones that you might see like in movies and whatnot. 'Cause and I like it. I have to bend down to see them because they're made for children, but I love being able just to see across the lake like that. It is really fun, just seeing those little things that you wouldn't normally see in daily walks or anything. It's a nice little experience. That being said, I'm a bit of a I don't know when this started, but I'm a bit afraid of bugs. I don't know why. I used to love bugs or tolerate bugs, or at the very least not be afraid of bugs. But now I'm like secretly afraid of bugs. So, and I don't like killing bugs either because it feels weird, and I don't like that. I just don't like that. But when I was on the nature trail, a bug took a dive right into my ear, and I freaked out. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Ah! And I like swatted at my ear randomly and just ran away. At moderately fast speeds, I just booked it. Oh my. It's quite silly. It is quite silly. But in spite of that, in spite of the very big fear, it was very fun. So 10 out of 10, I would recommend. Oh yeah, I should say this. I am an American. And by that I mean, I live like 20 minutes away from like 5 or 6 different state parks. I think I need to take advantage of that more often. Because I've only been to a few state parks, and usually I'll do repeats. I'll go to the same state park over and over again. And I don't know why. Like, there's a bunch of different state parks, all with a bunch of things to offer you. Why do I want to just see the same one over and over again? Nature is so beautiful and diverse, depending on how far you go. I remember one state park I went to, the one I was talking about earlier, where I walked like 14, 15 miles on accident. It had a really nice diversity of, I guess, not diversity of areas. Like some areas were like more flat plains, some areas were hills, some were lakes. And I just like the differentiating of that. It just didn't feel like I was walking in the same spot for 7 hours. It felt like I was just taking a tour through many different, I guess, stops in the world. I was just experiencing it. And it was so nice. It was so lovely. That was really fun. I need to do that again. State parks are great. And I want to do, I will say this, I'm not too big of an outdoorsy person, in spite of what I've been raving about, but I do think I want to try to do more outdoorsy stuff, like, kayak. I've been kayaking a little bit before, only for like maybe an hour or whatever. Actually, I remember the last time I kayaked, I was with, my sibling, and I got a really bad headache because I think it was a combination of the sun and not eating or not being well enough hydrated, and then the exhaustion of actually kayaking when I wasn't really used to exhausting myself. So it was quite the pain, but it was fun. It was fun. It was really fun though. Oh yeah, Ma. I forgot. That is Ma. Oh, I'm so silly. I'm gonna eat my muffin now. Yeah, I might have... I was trying to do no sugar. I lasted a couple weeks with that. And I kind of caved. But the good news is, very much into reduced sugar. So, I did my end goal of trying to, at the very least, limit the sugar in my diet. But muffins are just so good. I can't pass them up. Lovely. Is this so? It's so. I was going to do za for a minute, and I was very confused at why I was doing za for a minute. And this is ta, T-A. And this is chi to ji to ja. Okay. Oakley dokley. We're doing something. Yeah, we're doing something. But I was gushing about national parks and being outdoorsy. But that's not villainous. I need to start my villain arc. So what can I do to start my villain arc? Well, I don't want to brag, but I am a big fan of like a villainous anime. I'm a big fan of like shows where usually, actually, is it? I guess it's more specifically villainous otome isekai. I think that's a big enough genre where I can say I'm a fan of it. And I watch a lot of them, and a lot of them are like, I'm reincarnated villainous, I don't want to die. Some of them are reincarnated as the villainous, and I want to be the villainous, so I want to act extra evil, and I'm going to put so much effort into that. And today we're going to do that. We're going to be extra evil. Oh yes, my inner villainous is coming out. And I feel powerful. I feel powerful. Now, what evil deeds can we do? What evil deeds can we do? I guess... what's one? Ooh. Maybe I could volunteer at a library to read stories to children to get their hopes up that the real world is great, and then 20 years later reality kicks in and they're sad. That's a plan. That is a... well, that might be too evil for me. That might be too evil to say life isn't like fairy tales. Oh man, that's quite the villainous plan. Quite the villainous ploy I thought of. But that might be too evil for me. Ooh, what's next? Maybe. I only got this idea because I'm looking at Chainsaw Man. But I can take an instrument of science and I could repurpose it and monsterify it and repurpose it as something, maybe as like a weapon in like a horror film, like an unconventional weapon, or make it this big scary thing. Because everyone knows, oh, actually not everyone knows this, but chainsaws were originally a medical tool, specifically designed to aid in childbirth. The purpose of the chainsaw, I believe, was to cut through bone. And I believe it was safer. I actually don't know about the you know, I'm going to look up chainsaw safety rates. Chainsaw original purpose and effectiveness. Purpose and effectiveness. I know it was used for childbirth, but I don't know how effective it was. On the excision of diseased bone, how effective was the chainsaw? You know, let me just write to how effective was the chainsaw in childbirth? Was the chainsaw medically? I assume it's pretty effective, pretty safe, no thanks. Most inventions usually try to improve cutting efficiency and speed, reduce trauma and cleaner cuts. Okay, so yeah, it was actually just really good. Oh wait. Dangerous and less precise than modern tools, obviously. Difficult to master, replaced by safer alternatives. Well, yeah. Valuable and effective. Okay, so it seems pretty effective comparatively to what they were using. Maybe old hand saws or whatever. Yeah, and the original chainsaw, it's like this handheld knife with essentially like blades for cutting. It's much smaller than the chainsaw you would see for trees. But yes, the chainsaw was originally intended to aid, I guess specifically in childbirth, but for removing bone essentially. And it does its job. Or it did its job. And it did its job quite effectively. Oh, that's Zay? Oh, it is Zay. I'm sorry, I thought that was Kana, not Hiragana. Silly me. Ba ba ba. Let us continue. But what tool from medical science can I repurpose to make like a horror villain thing? And then make it just some super giant thing. Oh. I was thinking maybe like a robotic surgeon, like scalpel almost. That would be interesting. Like, make that a giant robot arm that cuts things super cleanly. Oh, man, that's evil. That's like a Saw death trap. Oh, yeah, that's like Saw. Oh, man, that's quite nefarious. Poured millions of dollars into research into developing the robotic arm, into improving it, and then I'll make it giant and use it for cutting things. I don't even know. I don't know, but that's quite nefarious. We're quite the bad rock here. We are quite the evil little munchkin. Well, we're not a munchkin, we're a stone. We are a stone. Ooh, I just thought of something. This is a ripoff of... Who was it? Was it Al Capone? I believe Al Capone did this. But I could... donate, sorry, not donate, I could run food drives and donate food and clothing and everything to people in need of it. Just like he did, just like Al Capone did. Right? Al Capone was, let me look that up just to make sure. Al Capone food drive. Let's just try it. Food kitchen. Yeah, during the Great Depression, Al Capone, the notorious gangster, famously ran a soup kitchen in Chicago to help feed the unemployed. Yeah, I could do that. Oh, man. I can do that to garner the trust of everyday people. And then, I don't know, I don't have it then, but I'll have the trust of people. And that's evil enough. Being trusted by strangers. Oh, my. It's like bribery. But, like, instead of giving them money, I'm giving them stuff that they need to live. That is quite evil, if I do say so myself. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. That's something for the books. Now, what else can I do? What other nefarious things can I do? Huh. I could... maybe... I'm looking around. I need inspiration. I could... well, I need to eat my muffin. I need to eat my muffin. I mean, I really want to eat my muffin because it's good. It tastes good at the very least. It's definitely not good. But it's delicious. It is very good tasting. Oh, yeah. You remember in video games where sometimes, like let's say Pokemon. I remember playing it as a kid, and sometimes, like, hey, do you want to join our team? Like the bad guys, the evil team would do that. I should say yes. Well, I tried saying yes, actually. Like, sometimes the options were, I forget if the options were just an automatically no, like you don't have a choice, or if you say yes and then, like, hey, don't play with them, and then it automatically chooses no. Like, it's a force, like, it's the illusion of choice. But I should just be evil. I remember in Soul Silver and Heart Gold, you actually had to disguise yourself as a Team Rocket member. Pretend that you're part of them. And I believe even I forget if it was your rival, but someone says, you're part of them? These losers now? Huh. Pathetic, or something along those lines. But I want to be able to say yes. Wait. Hold the phone. Instead of joining, I can just create my own evil organization. In a video game, I can just do my own evil thing. That's brilliant. I have no idea what our goal would be. And probably not world domination, but what's the stitch? What's our gimmick? What makes our world domination different than, let's say, Team Plasma, or Team Flare, or Team Galactic? I love Team Galactic. I love Cyrus, even though he's like 27. How is he 27? How is Cyrus 27? I don't know. That man, he does not look 27. Well, I think that's the thing with ages in general. It can be sometimes really hard to read someone's age just from their appearance, I guess. For instance, I remember I watched a video a little bit back, like a little short video, and it was like captioned like, what happened to old people or whatever. And it was this video, I think of this, was it a Penn State quarterback in the 90s? You know, he was like, I think a junior or maybe something in college. And he looked like a 50-year-old man. He looked like a grown man. That's ridiculous. Not children, but like, people in college do not look like that today. And I don't know why. Is it the, how do I say this? The less outdoorsy? Like, we're more inside nowadays because it's more modern? I don't know. Is it the better health? I don't even know. I don't know. But it's just the insane juxtaposition in these things. It's just absolutely bizarre. And I don't understand it. Do we just... Oh, we got show now. I don't understand. But. We're actually doing pretty good on the kana, I do have to say. A lot of the mistakes have been me just misentering things. And that's fun. That is fun. But that's not nefarious enough. What is nefarious? Because I need to be evil. For the sake of minivans, I need to be evil. Oh yeah, I can just imagine now. No, let's go back to the video game thing, the evil organization thing. Just me being like this evil boss of this evil organization, pulling up to the meeting in a minivan. That's aura. That is aura right there. That is just woo, looking good. Hey yo. But I'm a believer in minivans. They're just great. They're just amazing. They are just amazing. Oh, it's gay. Ah, that's my folly. That is my folly. Right. Let us continue with Ba and Q. Well. We're actually going really quickly. We're making an incredible pace. And I know I always say this, but I think we're just getting used to this. I think we're getting even better than last time. In terms of being able to read and say, oh wait, this is Ku. Yeah. I would not have known that last week. I don't know why, but I would not have. And oh wow, this is Za, right? Or is it Zay? No, it's Za. Oh, it is Zay. Oh, I'm I'm quite foolish. I am quite foolish. Right. But this is Cha, C-H-A. Ah, lovely. Ooh, my neck. And here. Yeah. It's nice to do this. It's nice. It is getting a little hot. I'm going to turn on the fan. Not that high, but that high. I have been trying to, I guess, is conserve energy the right word? Use less energy. Because energy rates are going up because I think of the demands of data centers. I think a lot of data centers are taking up a ton of energy for your AI or whatever. And it's quite the pain for every common folk, me, but I'm trying to conserve energy, not because it's expensive nowadays. It is really expensive. Everything's expensive. It's expensive to be alive, but it's all fine and dandy when we're allowed to plan our way to be evil. Now, what else could be evil? I could develop the cure for a disease, let's say cancer, and sell it at $1 more than it costs to produce. Yes. Let's say it costs $5 to produce a dose. I can sell it for $6. And that way, I'll make a profit. And people will have to buy it if they want to cure their cancer. And this is somehow significantly more ethical than what normal healthcare is, because they overcharge by... Oh my... I remember, what is it? I didn't watch the series well enough, but Iron Fist. The Netflix show Iron Fist. About the superhero Iron Fist. The man who has Iron Fist, essentially. And he punches really hard. I remember watching the Netflix show, and I don't even remember his alter ego. I don't remember his identity. But I remember one day, he supposedly has the majority share of this company. So one day, he goes into a business meeting, and they're talking about selling a cure, a drug they made to either cure or treat something. And they're like, businessman make business face is like saying, well, it costs $5 to produce, so we can sell it to $50 and then make a profit on top of regaining the cost of research. And then protagonist Iron Fist was like, if it costs $5, why don't we, big brain moment, sell it for $5? And they're, oh, Mom, this is absurd, blah, blah, blah. And then after 2 seconds, they're like, yeah, no, we'll just do this. We'll just run with this. And they did. And it didn't really have an effect on the plot, from what I remember, at all. And, man, I really wish that it would be that easy just to get people to cave in for making a profit. But everyone wants to make a profit, and it's sad. It's not sad. It's just everything's driven by money. And it does suck for a lot of things. Like, a lot of creative projects won't get greenlit or will get axed if they don't meet, like, a money quota. And it leads to things that are just cash cows being milked dry. It has to be already... Things have to be already a popular IP. They can't be new or innovative. And that's a little unfortunate. I would like things... I want people to be creative. I love creativity. And I'm not afraid that there's a death of creativity, but... Okay, maybe I am afraid that creativity is dying in favor of profits. I am a bit afraid of that because... No, I was going to say the new Lilo and Stitch. How everyone was... Not everyone was, but a lot of people were clowning on it, saying it... Or clowning on the ending. Spoiler for the ending. But instead of the original Lilo and Stitch, where they stay together because family is important, Lilo's sister goes to California. Goes across the Pacific, or goes to mainland America, whatever you want to say, to study marine biology. And people were pointing out that she left behind her family to get a degree in some ways that would be worse to study marine biology than Hawaii, because Hawaii has some of the better marine biology programs. So a lot of people were clowning it on that, and clowning how it was such a juxtaposition to the original movie where family was so important and they all stayed together, to her leaving the family. And I find that to be a shame. I do find that to be a shame. And I do think more creative writers would have found a better way to go around this instead of just saying, like, they would have found the loophole in her going to California to study marine biology when it's objectively worse than Hawaii. They would have found that loophole and maybe wrote it better. They would have, or better, they would have just stuck with the family option. Her staying and her supporting her family. Because family is important. And that was the message of the original movie. And that was probably supposed to be the message of the new movie, but who knows? I'm not sure why it was written that way. And I guess I'm not educated enough to ask. But we're losing sight. We're being out-eviled by Disney. We need to be evil. We need to be evil. For the sake of minivans, we need to be evil. We need to be the big bad villain that'll bring back their rise. So, how can we be evil? Evil aura farming. That's it. We dress up in not darker clothes. We'll dress like Steve Jobs, and we'll play chess in like a dark room with lighting, and that's aura farming right there. That screams villain. The chess is there as like a subtle feature to say I'm smarter than you, even though this doesn't make me smarter than you at all. Oh yes, and the Steve Jobs attire, the black turtleneck sweater and the jeans. They're just there to say, yeah, I don't need to dress in a suit to be styling. I am violating the dress code rules, and man, do I look good while doing it. This is style. It's a professional style that rivals just traditional boring suits. Oh man. Well, I do like suits, but this is besides the point. We're talking about Steve Jobs. Man, that's my villain outfit. That is my villain outfit. The Steve Jobs fit in like a dark warehouse, sitting on a chair, leaning over a table playing chess. That is the evil villain stone outfit. That is the evil villain stone aura. That is the evil villain stone. Oh yes, yes, yes. We were having fun with this. We pull up to the warehouse in our minivan, and then we set up the chessboard, and we put it in a position that cannot probably happen normally, and we just play it out. No, we don't even play it out. We just sit there and look at the board menacingly, like a supervillain. Oh yes, I'm like Lex Luthor, but with hair and not a terrible person. I need to see the new Superman. I hear it's good. I hear it's a good movie, so I do want to see the new Superman. And I'm not too familiar with the lore of Lex Luthor, if I'm being completely honest. I think he's just a D1 hater. I think he just hates Superman for reasons. I'm not sure what those reasons are. I'm not even sure if they're ever really explained. Like, I'm trying to remember Batman vs. Superman, which I watched because it was incredibly hyped up and then it flopped. But, Lex Luthor just kind of was boring in that movie. I was not a fan of that movie, really, in general. I thought every character other than Batman was rather boring. And even Batman was only not boring because he had the best choreographed scenes. Huh. Interesting. I'm eating a muffin now, so give me one moment. I need some more water. Where was I? Right, Lex Luthor. I don't get him. I don't know his story well enough. Oh, that's Ya? I guess the tail was curled, wasn't it? The tail was curled. Oh, this is who I'm flubbing. I am flubbing. No, I'm not flubbing. I'm amazing. I'm evil. What would an evil person do right now? I'm trying to think. They would... I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know what an evil person would do. And... but I need to throw away my good guy persona and just dive into the realm of evilness. I have to channel my inner... What's an evil person in fiction? An evil person in fiction. I was going to say Cyrus, but Cyrus isn't even that evil. He's just kind of depressed looking, depressed sounding. He's nihilistic. He just needs like a hug, and he needs to just spend some time with his loving parents. Or is it grandparents? I forget which one he has. Or which one's like canon in Sinnoh. In, what is it, Vermilion? Not Vermilion. Is it Vermilion? I don't think it's Vermilion City. I don't know. But he just needs like, just to cool off, I think. Just really needs to cool off and chill. Who's like... I guess Giovanni. Giovanni is probably the most evil of the bosses, isn't he? Or maybe Lysander? I don't really remember Lysander. I don't know. Pokemon, I don't pay too much attention to the story, if I'm going to be completely honest. I just like catching the cute and colorful monsters and then fighting to be the number one trainer in the world. I just think that's cool. I think that's neat. I don't have much else to say on it. I just don't have much else to say on it. But yeah, if I was an I was gonna say if I was the evil Pokemon trainer, what Pokemon would I have? But no, if I was just a Pokemon trainer in general, what Pokemon would I have? I do think it would be funny to have a party of 6 Geodudes. I think that fits my aesthetic, but I have to drop a truth bomb right here. Geodude is not my favorite Pokemon. It's just not. Now, I don't know what is. Actually, no. I think my favorite Pokemon is Lucario. I think Lucario's really, really cool Pokemon. I've loved it since the first movie. Oh, I have an embarrassing story. When I watched that first movie, I don't even know how old I was. I'm not sure when I first watched it. I'm not even sure if that was when it came out. I don't think I watched it when it originally aired. But when I first saw the Lucario movie, I was a child, and I did not know a lot better. And I was on I don't even want to call it a Pee-wee soccer team. And this is one of the 2 memories I have from that soccer team. But I remember being placed on offense or midfield. I don't even know what it was supposed to be. Soccer was very loose in the sense that I wasn't very good at it, and neither were most very small children. We were all younger than 7. I think we might have been 5 or even younger than that. I don't even know, but that's beside the point. The point is, I remember I was supposed to be midfield or like a forward or something, and I was supposed to push up. But I was tired, and instead of pushing up, I just sat in like the back half of the field towards our goal when we were in offense because, and I'll quote myself, my aura told me that the ball would come back. My aura told me the ball would come back. And the worst part is, the ball did come back. So little me thought I was a genius. Little me thought I was so smart for realizing that the ball would come back. In spite of the fact that's how soccer works, the ball usually just changed possessions on each side of the field. And I just was a detriment to scoring goals for my team. I was a detriment. But I didn't realize that because I was so busy congratulating myself for being right. And I remember my coach like half yelling at me, like, "Hey, get up in the field!" And I'm like, well, I didn't say anything, but I didn't listen. And I just pretended to think, silly coach, my aura tells me that the ball is coming back here, so I shouldn't run up. Instead, I should save energy because the ball is coming back anyway. And I thought it was so big brain, but instead I was very small brain. I was very wrong. I was very wrong. And to this day, I still feel humiliation in regards to it. I don't even remember my coach's name. But I remembered that one play. I don't even remember my team name. But I remember that. I remember that play. And it haunts me. Like, there were other times in other sports when I didn't listen to my coach, but normally that would pay off. Like, I remember in baseball, in one game, my coach was telling me not, someone hit the ball, we're running bases in a game, and I got to third base, my coach is on third base, I was like the third base coach, and he's telling me to stay. But instead of that, I just run home, and then I get hit with a ball in the abdomen, but I'm safe. I am safe. And if it was thrown better, I probably would have been out. But instead of it being thrown better, it was thrown to a way where it hit my abdomen, Very softly. I was not hurt, which is surprising. I am really hurt by those things, by projectiles hitting me. But I do remember it hitting my abdomen. I do remember not feeling any pain. And I do remember being so happy that I ran home in spite of what my coach was saying. I probably should not have ran home. I should have stayed on third base. I should have stayed on third base. Oh, I'm messing up. I am messing up. But yes, that is what an evil person would do. An evil person would disobey their coach. That's right. And I am evil for the next maybe hour or so. I don't even know. I don't even know. Ooh, I have 2 more bites of my muffin, so I'm going to have another bite. Give me a moment. This music is quite mellow. Which is perfect if you're evil trying to lull someone into a false sense of security. Oh. I always forget that triangle means moo. I always forget. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I need some more water. Lovely, lovely, love. Oh my goodness gracious, I am missing out on very simple things. Very simple things indeed. I need... Do I need to stretch? Do I need a break? We'll break at 150. We'll do like a maybe... Same thing we did the other day, like a Wordle / Pokle break. That'll be fun. Yeah, that will be fun. And then we can probably grind this to maybe 250 or something like that. Call it a stream. And I can get my beauty sleep. Ooh, beauty sleep! I almost forgot. I got my beauty sleep last night. I slept for maybe... I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Like, probably 8 hours. 8 full hours. Normally I'm a 7-hour Steven. But instead I'm an 8-hour Eileen. And that's good. I like being well rested for once. I went to sleep before midnight. That never happens. And, man, well, actually, I will say, I did wake up at around 6 a.m. I did wake up around 6 a.m., and it was sad, and then I fell right back asleep. And I don't even know why I went to bed so... It's not early, but quote-unquote early for me. I do not know why. But I just know I did, and I just know I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And it was good. It was not just good. It was great. It was amazing. I need to sleep more. I want to learn to lucid dream as well. Lucid dreaming seems like such a cool thing. To have control of your dreams. You can do whatever you want. But dreaming... I don't really dream that often. Is what I would like to say. But I remember the other day. I don't remember what I was dreaming of. But I remember I had a nightmare. I remember I had a bit of a nightmare, and I forget what it was. I think it had something to do with... I don't even know. Was it family? Was it... I don't know. But I remember I woke up, and I thought, man, if only I was sleeping next to my Nimmy Nightmare plushie, and she could have eaten those nightmares. I don't know why that was my first thought. That was my first thought when I woke up. But I do want to dream more. I do want to lucid dream. And I hear that dreaming... Is it dreaming? I don't know. I was going to say dreaming more helps you lucid dream, but I don't think that's the case. Though I'm not really sure, actually. I looked into it once, like, really briefly. But then I thought it would be a lot of work for some reason. So I pretended, not to. And this is Mo, right? Yes. Yeah, that's Mo. The triangle is Moo. Okay. Oakley dokley. We are understanding this so much right now. And we are simply amazing. I'm still absolutely jazzed on from Sunday when we from 2 days ago when we played Stardew Valley and got to play Jumino card, and we beat Lewis's record. I am absolutely jazzed by that. I did not think we were going to do that. Well, I was getting to the point where I was going to call it a stream and then I would focus the next week's stream on that. Where, like, I don't end stream until I beat Lewis's record in Jumino card. I was getting to the point where I was thinking of that. And the heartbreak of failing on that level was tremendous. Failing on that 4th level with the Ghost Cabin, I believe. But then the absolute joy of peeking over to that score and seeing that I beat Lewis just gave me quite the visceral reaction. It gave me quite the, how do you say, the thrill, the joy. It was just amazing. I've never had such an emotionally charged reaction on stream. And that says a lot because I have intentionally wrought myself to tears. But that pales in comparison to just the joy I felt. And I think I conveyed that. I need to make a short out of that. But I need to finish the video that I'm working on currently. Which, granted, is seeing good progress. I think in the next 10 days I can finish it. Not post it, but I can at the very least finish it. I would like to finish it this week. And I think I could. I'm probably going to work on it tomorrow. I have most of it cut down to a reasonable length. I think I need to still trim some. Like right now I believe I have 20 minutes of content. Which is good and bad. It's good and bad, but I'm not sure if I'm going to want to do less or more. I think what I have is good. I might need to, but I am going to need to read through it once it's all done and edited. I'm going to need to actually go through it, watch it, and say, this works, this doesn't. Oh, but man, it's fun. It's fun. I just wish I had more time. Because whenever, like on the weekdays, I feel like I get home from work and I don't want to edit. And then on the weekends, this is the free time I barely have. I don't want to edit. But then sometimes I get bored and I'm like, man, I really do want to edit. So I edit. And it's very interesting. And oh my goodness gracious, I think I'm falling a bit asleep. Let's burst out these next 10 or so. And, oh man, what is this? This is not Sue, is it? No, this isn't Sue. It's not who. It's new, isn't it? Yes. Lovely. I forgot to put this on loop, the sound. There we go. Bum 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 ba doo. MYU. CHU. Okay. You. Oh, Co. What? I'm sorry. I got confused on that. I got confused and I am paying the price. Yep. And one more. This is Say. Or is it Saw? It's Saw, right? Yeah. It is. And this is Sue, and now we're going to take a break. 151, we'll take a little break, do some Pokal, and have ourselves a blast. Right. And I know that I can do today's Pokal because I fell asleep before midnight last night, so there's no way I could have done Pokal. Yep, Pokal's up. Maybe, let me put the Wordle as well. Yeah, let me pull up Wordle as well. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a longer break. Yeah, that sounds fun. Okie dokie, let's go on over to Pokal. Yep, it fits on screen. Alright, let's see the field. Off the flop, Tom has gold, followed by Dom, who has silver, and then Mom, who has bronze. So off the flop, you need to be winning, and you need to be losing. And then at the river, Tom needs to be winning, and Mom needs to be losing. And on the turn, that is something that takes Dom over Tom. So this is probably either a 4. Wait, can I not? It's either a 4 or an 8 or like a 5, 6, 7 to make it a straight. But let's start with the flop. The first thing I note is that Dom needs at the very least a pair because Mom has Queen High. So you can't have nothing. You need at least a pair in here. You probably don't have a straight because if you have a straight, you can't really improve on that much. And even if you did, it wouldn't be an improvement on Tom. So let me think. What's good there? Maybe, and then Mom and Tom both go up on the river. Which makes me think of 5. Or it could be a diamond and it be a flush. Let's say Tom has a pair to start. Ooh, 3 of a kind does not beat full house though. But it does beat 2 pairs, so we'll put an 8 here. We'll say Dom gets an 8. Alright, so pair, 4. That way, Tom has a pair, Dom has a pair, Mom has a pair. But that wouldn't work, you see? So let's drop the 8 and the 4. And let's put a 9 in as the last thing on the flop. And then let's check this. So on rip, Tom would have 2 pair with 9 high. Dom would have single pair with 8 high. And Mom would have single pair. On the turn, ooh, but no, Tom's 2 pair would be better than Dom's 2 pair though. Wouldn't it? Unless it's 3 of a kind, in which case this is a 4. Yeah. So Tom has 2 pair, which is gold. Dom has pair, which is silver. Oh wait. No, but pair 4 does not beat pair 5. So would it be double 8? Yes, it would be double 8. So one more time. Tom has 2 pair. Yes, yes. Off the flop. Dom has pair 8s off flop, and Mom has pair 5s off flop. So that works. But then Dom has 3 of a kind, which beats 2 pair, which beats pair. Oh, but then this wouldn't work. The river wouldn't work. You know, we're going to put it in, though. And we'll give all these clubs, I'll say. I know this technically can't work. Oh, of course. But we'll just do that. Alright, so we got something. So we know that this needs to be an 8. Say maybe an 8 of hearts. Just because we see that club isn't in the flop. Or another club isn't in the flop, but 8 is. Okay. Okie dokie. So off the flop, pair 9, pair 8, nothing. Then here you need to take over. So maybe you have 2 pair? Four of diamonds, maybe? But then how does Mom beat 2 pair? Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Yeah, that's quite aggravating. How? What am I missing? I am missing something. Well, Tom could end with the flush. Couldn't he? Yeah, in fact, we're good. Let's assume that Tom ends with the flush. Then we just need the kind of card that will let Mom beat Dom. And we know a 5 can't go in here. Maybe a queen can. No, a queen can't, because that would lead it by far. Huh. Interesting. 10 and Jack. Oh yeah, a 10 and Jack. That'll work. 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. Alright, so yeah, this works. Off the flop, Tom has pair 9s, Dom has pair 8s, Mom has high queen. Off the turn, still pair 9s for Tom, but 2 pair for Dom, and still queen high for Mom. Off the river, flush for Tom, 2 pair for Dom, and straight for Mom. Lovely, that should work. Okay, maybe not well, maybe not. Well, not diamonds. Well, one of them has to be diamonds. So let's try the 8 of spades. Okay. We're going to say this is a 10 of diamonds. Wait, no. Wait, yes, yes, yes. And this is an 8 of diamonds. Right? And this is a jack of diamonds. Okay. That way, it's still a flush. And this is a 4 of hearts. And this should be good. Nope. Well, good news is we got the colors correct. They're both diamonds, I'd say. The bad news is it's not 10 or jack. Yikes. That is yikes. Also, note, I don't support gambling. I just play poker because I think it's very fun, very creative. So what would get Mom the win here? Five. Well, they can't both be 5 diamonds, and 5 can't be in either, so it's not 5. It's not. Well, river could be queen, but 8, 9. I don't know. I really don't know. I am at a loss. Huh. Wow, I am really at a loss. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I know they both have to be diamonds, but it can't be 10 or jack on either of them, and that's what I thought. And it can't be 5 as well. So, what would allow you to benefit? And you can't choose the suit of the card. Suit is diamonds. But what would let you beat a 2-pair? What would let Mom beat a 2-pair? 3 of a kind would. But if you do queen, that doesn't make sense because then you would be leading off the flop. Maybe your own 2-pair, but I can't do. Well, if I did 9. Yeah, I don't know. I am stumped. I am stumped. Because I can't use 5, I can't use jack, I can't use 10. Maybe I could use queen. Can I just put in queen for both? Well, if anything, queen would be here. But let me try doing it for both. Yeah, that's what I figured. No duplicates. But I just want to get a guess in and see where I went wrong. Huh. 9. Let's try 9 of diamonds. Nope. Can't be 9 of diamonds. Can't be 8. I wouldn't say 4 because then Dom would have it off the 2-pair. No, let's just pencil in 7. Let's just say and hope. Oh, we are really at a loss. I really don't know. I am absolutely clueless. How could Mom survive without ruining everything? We know they're both diamonds, but we don't know anything else about them. And the last card just purely suffices to serve Mom. But Dom already has 2 pairs, so you would need 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind makes me think 5, but you can't do 5 in either for whatever reason. Unless I'm missing something. Not colorblind mold, but what beats 2 pair? 3 of a kind, straight flush, full house, 4 of a kind, straight flush. So 3 of a kind, straight and flush. Oh! 7-6. There we go. It's a straight. Oh, that's my folly. That is my folly. I messed up. I didn't even consider the straight on the other way. I was too busy considering the queen straight to consider the straight with the 5. 8, 7, 6. Oh, man. Nice. That is lovely. That is wonderful. I did like the break, so we're going to do Wordle as well. And the mini and everything else. Because we can. So let's hop on over. And let us begin with our favorite starting word, jazzy. And are we going to get lucky? Are we going to get special? No. Plants? We need to complete it today. We're not frauds. We are not frauds. I was going to do analog, but that's too long. So maybe polar. Well, that doesn't have an N. Nolar? Molar. We thought of it. Must contain N. Okay, we did that. And Nolar isn't a word, is it? Nope. Let's try something AN. Like maybe Ronin. Is that not how you spell Ronin? Oh, Ronin is this. With an A. Oh, that's the wrong button. something. AN. Maybe Cumin. Oh, Cuban maybe. Yeah, that's nice. Cuban. That's not on the word list. I guess it's country or peoples of a country, so something an. Something an. Woman. That'll work. Ooh. Nomad is my first guess. There we go. We are splendid. We are absolutely wonderful. And just in case, I just want to flip over to that screen just to avoid any advertisements that are undue, unjust, whatever. Bum. Okay, we're getting that weird little ad up top that I don't like, so let's just pretend you don't see this. Give me a moment. Is it Alt? It is Alt. And we'll play like this. Lovely. Workplace for scientists is a lab. Grub is food. Maliciously revealed one's private identity, informally doxed. Please don't dox me. Spanish butt, perro, I believe. Gasoline type, abbreviation, reg. Just about. Plus PLS, I don't know, but we'll do this. CV option for short. LCD. So it is not food. And then a hop, skip, and a jump. Chow. Oh. That was fast. 111. 111. Wow. And then Someone who's always taking jabs at you is a boxer. Used to be is were and dog days. Some were suggested by the answer to the starred clues. Boxer, lab, and chow. Oh, neat. Well, that was... I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot, that was easy. Yeah, we're evil. We can do that. We can self-brag. Glaze a little bit. We can appreciate ourselves, and we should appreciate ourselves. Now let's just do the connections, because, why not? It is fun putting it in the middle of our stream, middle of our screen. So let us hop on over and get right to it, and then we can hop back onto our our Japanese lesson, of course. Right, a bowling ball is a sphere, but it's also a game. City Hall. Oh, a lot of long words. Supermarket, bowling pins. I don't think it's going to... Really, bowling alley, any... Bowling greens. I'm just going to send it because it all has bowling in it. It's not this. I know this is the red herring, but I hate it when they do this and they all have bowling in them. Yeah, nothing. That's what I figured. Supermarket, a place to buy food. Bowling pins. There's like 10 of them. Golf course, 18 holes. Bowling alley. Sponge, maybe sponge cake, maybe sponge bob. Bowling green. Decade is a period of 10. So that associates with 10. But we'll continue. Highway. Oh yeah. I was listening to a video about, I think it was... Actually, was it an article? I don't even remember. But it was about why the U.S. Highway... what is it called? Speed limits are so quote-unquote low. They're roughly mostly all 55 miles per hour. And the reason that I've heard behind that, not that I believe... Actually, I'll look it up just to be sure. But the reason that I heard was because it was to combat fuel consumption. It was to make... improve the fuel economy of vehicles on the road by making them perform at 55-ish miles per hour, which is in line with how cars most optimally run at higher speeds. That's probably the best speed for your car to run at to save on gas. And it was important to, how do I say this, conserve fuel, because there wasn't not really a ton of fuel to go around. I think because there are embargoes and stuff. Why is the speed limit 55? And let's just make sure that that's correct. Yes, it was the national 55 mile per hour speed limit established in 1974 was primarily a response to the 1973 oil embargo and was aimed to conserve fuel by reducing vehicle speed. In other words, exactly what I said, but incredibly spoken well better. Wow. But highway, okay. Wall Street. I don't know. Fingers, chicken fingers, or lady fingers. Maybe it's other type of food, or maybe it's just your fingers. Your 10 digits on your hand. Oh my, association with 10 is going hard. Especially with the 10 Commandments. So that's going to be our first guess, or I guess technically our second guess. Brooklyn Bridge, Wall Street. Those are in New York City, or considering New York City. Colander. I forget what this is exactly. Swimming pool, a pool for swimming. 10 Commandments, 10 fingers, 10 years in a decade, 10 bowling pins. Groups of 10, that's the yellow. Oh my, we might be not doing our best. We might not be doing our best. Bowling alley, bowling ball, bowling green. None of that's paired. Well, it might be paired, but... Sponge cake, sponge... Or no, not... Sponge is porous. Sponge has holes. Oh, sponge has holes. Bowling balls have holes. Golf courses have holes. Anything else that has holes? A colander. Oh yeah, that's for pasta, isn't it? Yes, things with holes. That's the purple. Now we're just left with the two middle ones, which is crazy. Normally, I remember saying this is an oldie but a goldie. Now we have yellow, the easiest. And purple, the hardest. I used to say that a ton. But now we have the opposite. Supermarket, swimming pool, highway, Wall Street, City Hall. I don't know. Wall Street and Brooklyn Bridge seem like, how do I say this? I guess New York City landmarks? Let's try this. A simple guess, probably 3 right, but... Oh, no! Landmarks in downtown New York City. Bowling Green, Brooklyn Bridge, City Hall, Wall Street. That's what I thought, but City Hall... there's a lot of City Halls everywhere. The last one, places with lanes. Oh! Can I just see my results? No, I can't. Let's see how tough today's was, I guess. Why not? We can do this. Looking up your latest connections. I don't need this anymore, do I? Alt. Login? No, I don't need a login. Let's analyze. Average difficulty? Okay. More people got a none than 1, but yeah, we did decent. Skip this screen next time. There probably won't be next time. Oh, we got a good score. 88 out of 99. 1 in 767. Oh, that's pretty common then. Groups of 10. Really? Most people found that first. Nice. You'd think this holds was significantly easier. Yeah, category bowling terms, 21% of people made the mistake. Understandable because at bowling, I really don't like red herrings like that. I really don't. Because all 4 things have, man, all 4 of those things go together. That irks me. Same as me. Oh, really? They got lanes before downtown Brooklyn or whatever. Huh. Nice. Lovely. Now we can hop back over to learn kana. And let us continue. We won't we might make it to 200. Probably won't go past that. But oh, my mouse is on top of it. Sha sha la 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 wa. But that's lovely. That is lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. Oh, wait. Nope, we're good. Just thought I saw something. I did not. That is good. And we can continue with Mew. Mya. Yeah, I said Mya, not Mew. Q. Soul. And, of course, lovely little... I need some more water. And some more muffin. Going to finish my muffin. You were delicious. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now let's get our grind on, because we are a villain, and villains work hard to achieve their goals of world domination. I will achieve my goal while driving a minivan. Well, if I ever make a piece of fiction, I might make the big bad evil villain drive a minivan. I really might. I think minivans are cool. I really do think minivans are cool. I don't know why. But they just exude an aura, and we got the same thing twice, which is crazy, but minivans, man, they are amazing vehicles. And I just have the utmost respect for them. I really do. I really do. Oh man, I'm falling asleep. I'm tired. Man, going to bed early last night really threw some stuff for a loop, didn't it? Really did, but we will do at least 30 more. Well, at least 28 more, I'll say. But until we finish it, we will go out strong, go out with a bang, so let us grind, grind, grind to the beat. What did I do yesterday? So I can go to bed at a reasonable time. I feel like there was some big thing that I'm not talking about. And I don't know why. And it scares me. I'm not really forgetful. I'm trying to keep notes of everything. It is sometimes hard, though. Like, between Sunday and today, I've only written one note, and it says that minivans are cool. That's the note. That's all it says. Minivans are cool. I like minivans. I just really do like minivans. And it just says, well, it does say more than that, I will say. It says, like, minivans are cool. Article talked about their downfall while also insulting them. But the main point of that was minivans are cool, because minivans are cool. Minivans are cool, and I will fight you if you disagree. Or I will respectfully disagree with your disagreement. Wait. Meta da. This is da. Okay. I was trying to remember my... Oh, that's ma. That is ma. I am so silly with it sometimes. Lots of times. Well, I'm not fighting exhaustion well. I have to say, I'm just tired. I am just tired. I don't know why. I really don't. Was it because I ate the muffin? I probably was. Sugar. I'm not craving sugar for some reason, which is a good thing. But now I've eaten sugar for today, and it's putting a hole in me. Wow. But I need to keep it up. I need to be like Hajime. I need to be like Makunouchi Ippo from the series Hajime no Ippo and just keep fighting till the end. The fighting spirits, as it was originally translated as, until it was like Hajime no Ippo is just better. I want to read more manga. Because I've watched the entirety of Hajime no Ippo, and it's too short. It's like 125 episodes and an OVA. But it's too short. I want to read it all. There's roughly like... there's over 1,000 chapters. I think it's longer than One Piece. I'm not entirely sure about that, so don't quote me. But it is a long, long show. Well, it's a long, long series, I'll say. And it's still ongoing. Which is ridiculous. It is ongoing, and it is good, and I want to join the fandom. I thought I could maybe justify it by making a video, like, counting all the punches thrown in Hajime no Ippo. But then sometimes they'll do, like, this real... Maybe the punches won't be, like, thrown. Maybe they'll just be, like, the Dempsey roll, and punches are assumed, and you can't really count it, and it's weird. It's weird. But I do want to read it. I tried to read it once, but then I I just went to bed, and then I woke up the next day and didn't continue reading it because I already saw this in the show. But it's just... I hear the manga is even better than the anime. And the anime was actually really good. It holds up well. It has good comedy. Even though it's like Ippo just boxing and it comes into that loop of Ippo, you're weak, you need to train. Ippo trains. Ippo goes into a fight. A fight is epic. Ippo wins or loses, it doesn't matter. Even though it goes through that cycle over and over and over again, it never gets repetitive. There are very few shows where, like, the monster of the week doesn't get repetitive. Very few content. And Hajime no Ippo, with its 125 episodes, never once feels repetitive. Which I don't understand how it doesn't. I don't understand how it's written so well that it doesn't feel repetitive, but it doesn't. And that brings me joy. I guess the story's just that good. The story's just that good. The character growth is just that good. Everything is just that good. That it just doesn't feel repetitive. It doesn't feel redundant. It doesn't feel wrong in any way. And I guess you have to make it right that way if you want to go over 1,000 chapters. You have to write it in a way where it doesn't become boring for you or the reader. Mainly you, the writer. If it's boring for you, you probably don't want to continue writing. And if it's boring for you, the quality of writing will probably dip. But no, it's just bang, 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 home run after home run after home run. It's just knockout punch after knockout punch after knockout punch. Metaphorically, not literally. I believe there are fights that don't end in knockouts. Granted, Ippo has this really good thing going for them in the sense that he is really good at hitting hard. And that leads to very powerful fights, a lot of knockouts. And he's really good at that. He's really good at knocking people out. And a lot of the main cast, well, actually, I said a lot of the main cast, but Kimura is one of the main cast. He's, I forget if he's a lightweight or medium weight or whatever it's called, not phantom weight, not bantam weight, but like light or mid heavy, whatever. And he had this fight against Mashiba, who is like a big antagonist of the series. For again, spoilers from Hajime no Ippo. It's a great manga, great show, but he had this fight with Mashiba, and it's the OVA. If you want to just dip your toes in Hajime no Ippo, I recommend you watch the OVA. I don't think you need to know anything about Hajime no Ippo. You don't need to really know anything about the story to enjoy the OVA, and the OVA is really good. That OVA. Yeah, it's like an hour-long OVA about Kimura's training in boxing for this Japanese title of medium weight or whatever, welterweight. I don't know what it's called. I don't know the boxing terms, but and it's just absolutely a banger. And Kimura is not really a big like knockout guy. He's not someone who you'd expect to go in and say knock out the opponent. I think he's more of an outboxer. I think, is that the term? I'm not even sure. I'm not too well versed in these things, but I believe he's has more of an outboxer style. And that fight was just amazing. I'm not going to tell you who wins. I'm not going to tell you how it ends. But I will tell you that I was just so impressed with this. Hajime no Ippo is a show that I did not have high expectations going into watching. I would just watch it because I was like, I'm seeing this Dempsey roll thing on YouTube, and that looks cool. Like I saw clips of it on YouTube, and I was just decided to check it out on a whim. And then 125 episodes later, I'm like, this is peak. This is absolute peak. It is absolutely amazing. And I do recommend it. If you're into sports anime, I recommend it. If you're into boxing, I recommend it. It's really good. It is really good. Right? We have, 5 more, so let's go. Bum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum. It's Joe. Bum ba-da-dum ba-da-bum. It's Hey. Bum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum. It's You. Bum ba-da-dum bum bum. It's Ma. Bum ba-da-dum 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 ba-da-bum ba-da-da. It's Q. And we'll do one more. Ooh, that is 200. That will do it for our daily kana. We've been streaming for an hour and a half, which is a decent time. A solid time. A decent time. Decently solid time. Now, of course, I'm not going to end the stream right away. I have my dice to roll. So let us grab a dice and roll it and see what we get. An 8. An 8 indeed. Oh, it is the 8th month of the year. I forgot about that. I've been writing a lot of, how do I say this? When I, save files, I usually do it, well, it depends on what I'm saving, but if I'm saving files, I'll usually do it with the date. I'll do year, month, day, because that allows them to be sorted in the file explorer. For instance, all of my thumbnails in my thumbnails folder start off with year, month, day, no spaces, and then I do a basic description of what the stream is. For instance, for this one, I did 2025 20250812 Minivan villain. That's the name of this thumbnail if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitch, just imagine this evil stone with a smile and a thumbnail, and a minivan, and text that says "I'm evil now." That's essentially the thumbnail. You aren't missing. Well, you are missing a lot. It's one of my better thumbnails. I do have to say, I'm very much chuffed to bits with it. But that's besides the point. The point is, I label that and all my other thumbnails with year, month, day. It really helps me organize. It really reminds me of what I was doing. For instance, let me pull up one of the thumbnails. Blah blah blah. Actually, yeah, I can do it from here. Give me a moment. Well, Angry Rock. Sorry, I have to do that. Let me just do that. Give me a moment to pull it up. I'll do image. I'll do thumbnail. I'll pull up maybe the most recent thumbnail. Yeah, I'll do today's thumbnail actually. That seems like a plan. Bum ba dum ba dum bum bum. Scroll through all the way to the bottom where. Yep, this is the thumbnail. It's so ridiculous. It is so ridiculous, but I love it. I do love it. I like silly things like that. My thumbnails basically follow the similar formula of a stone with maybe an expression or no expression, another object that relates to the stream, and then maybe text. That's usually the thumbnail of my not thumbnail. That's usually my how do I say this? Theme of thumbnail, or the style of thumbnail. And I just think it's really funny. I just think it's goofy. Well, let me toss this. Let me remove the thumbnail. Yes. But alright, I think that is going to do it for a stream. Thank you all for watching. Whether you're a passing viewer or you're subscribed / following, it is always appreciated. I'm really bad at chilling, but if you like this stream, maybe hit the like button, maybe leave a comment about a funny moment. That way I can clip it and spread the funny moment to the world. Or don't. Whatever. Your view is more than enough. Right. As always, thank you for watching, and have a day. I hope it's a good one. See ya.